I'm Nancy Potts. I'm Landon's mom. On August 16th, 2017, we were at lunch over at a little island off of Essex, and everything which we'd been to many, many times before. And on our way back to get onto the ferry to take us back to the mainland, when she got on the ferry, the current was running really strongly, and before she was completely on the ferry, the current started pulling the boat away from the dock.
I tried to throw my wheelchair into reverse, but the front wheel got turned and got stuck. So the ferry pulled away and my front wheel was suspended in midair over the water, and my back wheels were still on the dock. So the minute I knew I was going in the water, I knew I was dead and that I would have less than a minute to survive, if that, because I would experience drowning and suffocation and be crushed by a 300-pound wheelchair.
When she fell in the water and she sunk to the bottom, and I just knew she was dead. There was no other way that she couldn't get out of her wheelchair. I was afraid the wheelchair would land on top of her. She would be terrified down there, trying to get out, drowning, not being able to breathe, and I couldn't get to her, and no one else would be able to get to her in time. And it was just the most horrifying, helpless feeling in the entire world to know that I couldn't help her, and to know that she was dying, and knowing she was dying, and that there was no one who could help her. It was terrifying.
So as soon as I plunged into the water, all of a sudden the wheelchair just miraculously was gone. I remember thinking, how the heck am I out of the wheelchair? How am I past all these entrapments? It was like it just completely disappeared and I was free. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this force either pushed or pulled me to the top. My mom said later on that I exploded out of the water. I can't even explain what the force was that did that, because I'm unable to use my arms and legs. And I have no idea how I got out of the seatbelt, no idea how I got past the metal bar that was across my lap without any bruising or scraping, and when the wheelchair came up out of the water, the metal bar was completely intact and my foot should have been scraped coming up past the footrest. I was shocked because I didn't ever experience any pangs of suffocation or drowning. It was like God sealed up my nose and mouth, because I didn't get one drop of water in my nose or mouth at all. But as soon as I hit the water, all of a sudden I felt the most incredible peace that I could ever have felt. That scripture, the peace that surpasses all understanding, completely came to life in my head. Not only that, the water felt so incredibly warm, and I know the Connecticut River was not warm at all.
I realized in that split second, oh my gosh, this is another one of those instances where in one split second your life is going to change forever and you can never make it right again. And it was exactly 10 days before the 50th anniversary of my father's death in a plane crash, where that same feeling, it was just like a reenactment almost, and it was just so terrible. And then to suddenly have it, by a total miracle, or miracle upon miracle, it was all made right again.
So this is an experience I would never want to repeat, but I would never trade it for the world, because I got to see Jesus like never before. A lot of people say that was such an awful day, but I said this was the best day of my life because I got to see Jesus like never before. Even the strongest swimmers have died in the Connecticut River. I can't use my arms and legs. I didn't lift a finger in my own strength and energy. I was incapable of doing anything. And Jesus saved me. And I want everyone to take away that I am nothing special. But this is just the incredible love that Jesus has for everyone.